Hey guys, welcome to the 6th episode of Road to Runeterra Mastery. What I do in the show is I basically just go over my Twitch stream from early in the day, and I go back and I just go over the mistakes I made during my stream. If you want to see the full stream, just check it out on my Twitch down below in the description. And so let's get right into it. This first mistake here is a pretty simple mistake here. I make against a Lee Sin Targon deck. So as you can see, this is my turn. It just switched to me, and I am debating here on open attacking, and I actually decided to open attack, and that was actually false. Or that was false. Oh my god. I'm a little tired today. That was actually the wrong play because I could have salvaged. The correct play would have been to salvage and then try to get another unit to play, because you almost always want to develop against Lee Sin Targon because they really have very few ways to punish development. The deck doesn't run a lot of units. It's a lot of spells, so they're not. Sometimes they won't even have a unit to play, and they also have no spells that can interact with your board. Besides Concussive Palm. That's the one way they can punish you for open attacking is Concussive Palm. Other than that, and maybe playing Lee Sin to be a bigger blocker if you're only playing one unit. That's the only way they can punish you for open attacking. So you almost always want to open attack against Lee Sin. And this is talking about in the perspective of using a Go Hard deck, which is the deck I'm using right now. Okay, so the mistake I make here is, as you see, it's my turn, it's my attack turn, and I have two options here. I can play Twisted Fate, or I can deckhand into Whale. And the mistake I make here is I decided to deckhand into Whale. I should have actually Twisted Fate red card. The reason why is because, see, he was able to stop it, he denied it, and now it's going to switch to his turn, and he's going to be able to open attack, and he's going to be able to drag that keg before I'm able to use it with my Twisted Fate. But if I had done it in reverse order, and I had Twisted Fate on my turn, and I had saved Withering Well for this turn, then I would actually be able to use the Withering Well with the keg, because even if he dragged it on his open attack like he did now, I would still be able to use Withering Well at fast speed, but I can't use TF at fast speed. When I saw this mistake on the playback, I was actually fucking sick, because look at the board state right now. He has 3 cards in hand, he has a Fiora. His Fiora is 1 kill away from winning. What I fucked up on is I had Ruination last turn. I could have Ruinated, but I decided not to, for some crazy reason, and I actually lose here because he still has another riposte, and he gives his Shen a barrier, and he has lethal. But if I had played, because I think my thought process at the time was that, like, if he has single combat and I Ruinate, then he wins, because I won't have enough mana for Vengeance. But that's actually irrelevant, because if he has that, he's gonna win no matter what. I can't just, I'm gonna have to play Vengeance next turn either way. I'm gonna have to play my Vengeance first next turn either way, and he's still gonna have a chance to use a single combat. So there's no way around that. And for that reason, I should have used Ruination on that turn. Probably would have won the game. This was a mistake here where I was deciding what to line up and block here. And the mistake here is I decided to block his Messenger with my Doom Beast instead of the Solar Priestess. The reason it would have been better to block the Priestess is because unless he used a spell like Pale Cascade on the Priestess, I would have actually been able to trade with the Priestess and get a 2-for-1. Like, the Doom Beast would have actually survived the attack, so he would be down 1 blocker, and I would still have my attacker. And you can see in this critical situation where he only has 2 Nexus health left, and I have 3 attackers. This could have been the difference between lethal right here. I could have actually had lethal on this attack if I had still had the Doom Beast, and because he would have been down a blocker, and I would have had an extra blocker. So that was just a mistake. I wasn't thinking about that there. I was thinking, like, I need to protect the maximum amount of damage, but the correct move would have actually been to block the Priestess with the Doom Beast, so it survived. I make another sad mistake here of not using Ruination this turn. I can't even remember for the life of me why I didn't. I thought it would be better to draw into. I don't even know what I thought. I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't even know what I was thinking. But, like, after he plays a Farron and he has a leveled Ezreal on the board, and and not only that, but he has a bigger board than me. That is a Ruination without hesitation there. That is what I should have done. And I didn't. I'm pretty sure it actually ended up costing this game. So the mistake I make here is I'm thinking about whether I want to Vengeance this Asol, right? But at this point, I decide, like, maybe I don't want to Vengeance it. So I decide to block it with a Spider and Glimpse it. But the thing I quickly realized after this attack is over is that I have to Vengeance that Asol, because it's going to level if I don't Vengeance it here. So I kind of just wasted my Spider for nothing, and that might seem like not a big deal because it's just a Spider, but actually having a blocker, like having a chump blocker, is actually really huge in this match. Was actually really huge in this matchup, and actually ended up mattering a lot. So that was a costly mistake there. I make a mistake here of not using vengeance. I I don't remember exactly what I was thinking here. I was thinking it would be better to glimpse, but that's actually not better because it would have been way better for me to block this Bright Steel Protector with the deckhand, kill it, and then vengeance this thing. Because then I would also not have to worry about an attack from this thing again. I would have been able to trade off with it, and he would have been down a unit. Like I would have been in a much better spot if I vengeance. I just didn't consider it at the time. This is yet another vengeance mistake I make here. This time it's kind of the similar one to the ASOL one earlier, but the mistake here is I consider it here pre-vengeancing, but I decide not to pre-vengeance. But that's actually a crucial mistake because as you can see, it lets his Quinn drag my unit, and now I can't block this 3-1 over here, which I could have easily. So I'm getting basically 3 damage to my Nexus that I could have otherwise avoided by blocking it initially because it's a scout and it's gonna be able to attack again. So that was just I just didn't consider it. I was just kind of I just didn't consider it really. It's something I should have thought about more. This is a key mistake that I've made a lot less past in the years. So next turn is actually turn 7, and as you can see here, I just spent a mana, so I have 1 mana left. And as you can see here, the mistake was I don't have mana for Ruination because at the time I thought I'm just gonna use Vengeance on this Radiant Guardian. I wouldn't need to play Ruination. But the problem here is I forgot that he played a Priestess before, and he got the other lifesteal unit. So now I can't vengeance both lifesteal units. But if I had Ruination, I would have been in. If I had mana for Ruination, I would have been in such a better position there. But I just didn't keep it open last turn because I forgot that I might need it this turn. That's a key thing with the Go Hard deck is being able to remember to keep mana open for Ruination if you're going to need it. And it's something I've been a lot better about, but I did mess up here on this occasion. This mistake I made here was actually quite simply due to the fact that I am not super familiar with Fizz. I haven't played against it that much. And I forgot that his ability gives him a, what is it called, churn the waters or chum the waters when he gets a Nexus Strike. So I thought I would be better off blocking this because I would save my Nexus damage, but actually I would have been way better off blocking the Fizz because now he does this, and now he can actually play the long tooth thing, or you can play that spell that summons the big shark, the 5/2 with overwhelm, and gives my Zap vulnerable. So now I'm just taking a lot more damage, and I don't get to kill Fizz. And it would have been way better for me to block Fizz and stop him from getting that spell earlier. So it's turn 2 here, and I have Elise and 2 Go-Hards, and he plays Blinding Assault to summon Valor. The mistake here I make is playing the Go-Hard first, because I was thinking, oh, I'm going to kill it. I forgot about Ranger's Resolve. If I had played the Elise first, the Valor couldn't have gotten off even a single attack because it wouldn't have attacked into Elise. It would have died. And so that was the mistake I made there. And that's actually it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have anything you saw that I missed, or any comments about the video, or any questions from me at all, leave them down in the comments, and I will see you guys tomorrow.